Alright everyone, welcome back. We are back once again with Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Last time we left off, we started the third case where it was immediately revealed to me that my identity was stolen. Hi! Hello! To the stream. Yeah, my identity was stolen. Someone did a trial, like, stole my identity and defended someone under my name. And they got declared guilty because it was literally the worst defense ever, because they weren't a real lawyer. I think we may or may not have... I have a sneaking suspicion that, the person who stole my identity was the guy who has a suspiciously same haircut as me, but wears orange, and is also kind of orange in general. And, wears tiger print and tried to commit insurance fraud. I left an Ace Attorney video to watch an Ace Attorney video. That is how it be sometimes. Reminds me of when I used to play Minecraft while watching Minecraft videos. Anywho. Yeah, Maya got a job for one whole hour, as a waitress. I was her only customer. I'm playing Minecraft right now. What are the odds? It's actually really funny. Oh yeah, last Ace Attorney stream, my friends had to come onto my stream. First time they've ever appeared on my stream, by the way, to, like, comment. To say, hey Sammy, can you open up Gmod for a second? We can't figure out how to get this tool to work. So I had to stop playing Ace Attorney for like 10 minutes to go open up Gmod so I could put a mask on Spy. On an unrelated note, we did some funny Gmod shenanigans, not too long ago. You didn't hear this from me, but, I want you guys to, look forward to Nathan Shakes It, Heaven or Hell. No one knows what Nathan Shakes It is, I'm realizing. But if you do, you're in for a treat. Maybe I'll show Nathan Shakes It on stream. Wait, I can't because I used copyrighted music. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Scout? Team Fortress? Maggie. Gumshoe! Ah! Captain Gumshoe! You doing alright? How you feeling? If you would need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger! And you! Yeah? You better square this case away. Got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. Hey, detective! You're on our side for once, right? Yep. I was never your friend before then. Oh. So, you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Oh, of course! I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? I always do that. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal, you got me? And then he was gone. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always I've always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you. Well, he's already gone. He, like, faded away into the ether. Hi, Bippy Bob. Welcome. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. I'm gonna be honest, I still have no idea what happened. Well, I've got a... Someone got poisoned. There was a lottery ticket that got stolen, and there's a man who has stolen my identity. Oh, also... A vengeful spirit appeared for, like, a few frames. She just was there, and then she left, and I was like, oh. She looked like a background character in Monster High. It was crazy. She was just there. I don't... I mean, what if they did that? What if they just drew an entire character sprite who appears once and is never explained and is never brought up again? The ultimate red herring. There is just a random woman in that store. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Coffee. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Ah! What's wrong? Nothing, it's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was... You was talking to me! It was a little intimidating. No, that wasn't me, that was the phony Phoenix. Oh. Oh, okay, I believe that. I like how everyone just... Oh, your identity was stolen. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. So our trusty Phoenix is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statements, please. Mr. Trite. Whether you're fake or the real deal, we'll find out soon enough through this trial today. I can already tell you I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you were Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. You sure haven't. That's what I intend to find out. That's why I'm asking you, so I can copy your notes, so I can pass this class. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. This guy's got beef. I don't know why. Either that or he's just like this. I forgot Godot existed. I wish Godot didn't exist. He just has done nothing but get on my nerves, but not even, like, the fun way. He's just, like... He shouldn't be allowed in this courtroom. He's not even competent as a lawyer. He just says stuff. And no one knows what the judge doesn't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying. The witness, no one knows what he's saying. And they're like, okay. And then he like disrespects the court. He doesn't accomplish anything. He just goes, nuh-uh. And like... He's a really bad lawyer. Not even, like, bad morally. He just sucks at his job because he doesn't know what his job is because he has never won a trial. Take off his mask. It's the thing that's making him stupid. I'm telling you, this is the first ever AI-generated lawyer. That's his processing unit. That's his GPU. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict for this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Oh, yeah, everyone's heard this already, but I haven't. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of evidence presented in last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me. Now, Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Let's start with the formality, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness! State your name for the court! I want to say so much about Godot, but I can't. Right now, but I can't because spoilers. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation Dick Gumshoe. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Does he get stupider? He might. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now. Oh, Gumshoe really got everything under control for everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on payroll of Blue Screens Inc., local company. Blue Screens Inc. is a horrible name for your computer company should not be called that. Blue Screens Inc. sounds like a villain corporation. This is a company that does nothing but send out malicious code. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence. Again. God, can you imagine being the judge having to do this all over again? He's like, God. Time of death was between a whole hour. Potassium cyanide? Banana? You know, I heard somewhere that apple has cyanide in it. Are all fruits just full of cyanide? If you drink enough fruit juice at a strong enough potency, do you just keel over dead? Also, a whole hour in between... So, there's just a dead guy in this restaurant for a whole hour, and no one knows exactly when he died? And here are the full plans of the restaurant. Like, did we not... When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. Poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. I'm not naming any names, though. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately. Well, if he died immediately, why is it so vague on what his time of death was? Also, he spilled poisoned coffee all over the lottery tickets. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and the regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. Bob. Hi, Elguns. Again. But there was 2 other people in this restaurant and no one knows the exact time he died? Was there not a clock in here? Did no one have a cellular device? Or a watch? Or just like, guess? Estimate? Like, yeah, it was about like 2:30. Like, what do you mean there was a whole hour of estimate? Usually it's pretty specific. There's a situation going on here. There's some sort of situation happening. Still seems like to be a very straightforward case to be. No, it is not. I have so many questions. Where were the other people? Come, detective, take up this hammer, and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. No. Yeah, detective, go nail the coffin shut. Yes, sir. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn L., was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. Stuff really packs a punch. I would know, I tasted it. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had some kind of motive. Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. Facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yeah? Please, no intimidation tricks from this time around, is that understood? I already told you that wasn't me! Is that his first up? Unclear. So, let's take another look. Why do I have bike in here? We still don't know where where was the I guess the chef was in the kitchen. But where was the regular? Because if he was sitting, like at this table, he would have no idea what was going on. So he wouldn't even be, like, a viable witness, because he would have just been sitting here, like, or here. Hell, even, like, down here. You can't really tell what's going on over here. Because there's, like, walls in the way. Also, what did... Unless... But then again, he also could have been sitting here. Or here. And, like, you would at least be able to somewhat see. I guess it's not important. Oh, right, you can't see my... I was using my mouse to, like, point at stuff. I forgot that I didn't mean to do that. Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? Testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the for a second I thought I, like, presented evidence by accident. But, let me show it to you again. If the victim was sitting at the top right... Your school's smart. You know what, let me, here. Yoink. If the victim was standing, was sitting here. Imagine I'm about to die by drinking cyanide, and I was sitting here. And she's, like, standing here. The waitress is here. If the... Mr. Kudo, that was his name, right? If he was sitting here or here... If he was sitting here, he wouldn't be able to see anything. And if he was sitting here, he would only really be able to maybe see Maggie. In fact, he wouldn't even be able to see the victim or the murderer. Also, if maybe he was sitting here, like, he would have to really turn around, and even then, I don't know where the victim was sitting? If the victim was sitting here, then he would only be able to see the victim and maybe Maggie. Yeah, and not the murderer. If the murderer was sitting here, he'd be able to see him and Maggie. But not the victim. But if he was sitting at either one of these seats, he would be able to see both of them. He might be able to see... So if he was sitting here or up here, he would have no idea what was going on. And especially if he was sitting here, he would only see, like, one person in the situation. That is this... if he was paying attention at all. Again, this is a very strange old man. For all I know, he could be... He was also reading his job magazine, so... Anyway. Yeah, that's what she said. And What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, your testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. There are two testimonies tie up on that. Well, how would the chef know that there was no one there if he was in the kitchen? Yeah, because the chef was, like, in the kitchen. When we were there, he was almost always in the kitchen. What should I do? Ah, screw it, press harder. Well, maybe the other witness just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim was obscured. Yeah, that's what I was saying! Ha! That argument is weak as the coffee at Tresbian, right? I have here in my possession a ticket. Ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yeah, a photo of a ticket. Only ticket to Guiltyville. Population the defendant. Oh, when was it? Who took this and when? This photograph was taken from near the entrance of the kitchen. This is the scene that scene witnessed by the chef the moment after the poisoning took... Oh. This is the scene of the scene as witnessed by the chef the moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree. With such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked the second person at the table? Okay, let me look at this. Oh, I don't have it in my... Okay, never mind. So... The only thing I could say is the chef didn't leave when he... He was hanging onto the ceiling. Now, I think it's... My thought is... There is such a large gap between... Like, when was the police called? Why is there such a large gap of time between his estimated time of death? Like, we don't know, like, if the chef came out of the kitchen the exact time he... Like, the killer could have easily left if he didn't come out right away. Certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Oh, now I have it. Yeah, let's take a look at this. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to look at it. Why has it got 3 forks? That's not important, but I'm trying to look. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary besides, like, 3 forks. I mean, that's kind of weird. Then again, it's weird that there's sometimes 2 forks. Maybe the fancier the restaurant is, the more forks there is. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. What did you have, 5 forks? You could eat a lot of meals, probably, very efficiently. He's listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Think about one of them had some sort of earpiece. What should I do? I mean, press harder, there's no... We already know this. Huh? How should I know? You perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? Now, let me save, because I'm afraid it's going to be like one of those trials where it gets mad at me for pressing a statement. At some places I think that there are 2 forks for the salad fork and the main- yeah, the salad fork and the main fork. Well, I guess you would want a separate fork for your salad because, like, it's got- you'll get, like, dressing and stuff all over it, and, like, what if that messes with your main dish? I personally wouldn't want to have, like, pasta with ranch. With hints of ranch. Nasty. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper... Ha! Put salt and pepper in your coffee. Yeah, I said sugar! The victim took his coffee black, no sugar. Nah. Seems that the poison could have only been in the coffee. Press harder, no harm in trying. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. Wait, that's stupid. Oh, you're right. It's Phoenix, that's stupid. I was gonna say, do you have any proof that the... In case you were wondering, that last subjection was for the detective over there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right! Maybe fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, I'm pursuing that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? He also doesn't know. This! Should I be grateful that this coffee's only hot enough to leave me first-degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. Victim gulped it. Ah! I didn't get to read that. Record, the only prints on the cup with the victims and the defendants. On further investigation of the cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Okay. What happened to, like, that green bottle we found? I guess that's technically not evidence. Potassium cyanide. I've heard that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? It's, well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much in your history. Eat? What? How much is too much? A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. How much is 0.2 grams? That's a small amount, but how small are we talking? I'm trying to visualize this. Is that like a pinch of salt? Maya's confused too, like, how do I visualize this? You know when you swab you use for e-wax? Yeah, about that much. Like the swab? E-wax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. Isn't a gram a weight? Yeah, the weight of potassium cyanide. Sometimes you measure stuff by weight. Like meat. Like you order steak and it tells you how many pounds it is. Or ounces, not pounds. Ounces. You do not order steak by the pound. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Some kind of motive. Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Check out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. Oh. Stick with the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. She was... They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. It's her yesterday, too. Disappeared from the scene of the crime. Where is it? She doesn't have it. It wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Where is it? Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? He stole the wrong one. Well, it would be pretty easy to prove if she did that or not. What should I do? Yeah, press harder. Does she have the ticket? Where's the ticket? Wait a minute. The fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Ha! I have it here in my hand. The very ticket in question. The $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? Wait. Now I'm confused, because... My thought was, okay, they're talking about money. Like... that much money. And... why would the murderer kill him then? If it wasn't about the money, because why would he leave it with Maggie? So if the motive was for money, why would she still have it? Armstrong tried to steal it, and it didn't work. We don't know what... I don't even have his profile. We don't know what the fake Phoenix is even doing. We don't know why would he, A, defend Maggie, and she's saying that he... Well, actually, she didn't say that, but we can clearly see from the outline. Huh. Quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket to the evidence to the court immediately. I'd better keep an eye on the ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. Well, if Maggie did kill the guy, why would she just stay at the scene of the crime? This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. It feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. Matters is where it was found, Your Honor. That's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough! Facts of the case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime with which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also this matter of the $500,000 lottery tickets. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I may be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, it's because the court has already ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie? What? Why is it covered in also blood? This is the apron that the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... Babe, what can it? Huh, seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And someone spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course. Referring to the pocket. The pocket. Search carried out right after this incident covered this. Potassium cyanide. Oh, that's... What's the green bottle? The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket. Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? Order! 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 The court will accept these items. Wait, what about... Hey, what about the blood stain? There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have we not explained the blood stain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Literally blind! He's only capable of seeing coffee. Anything else just does not process to him. He saw the coffee stain and was like, oh, how could someone do this to a perfectly good coffee? And then everything else was just completely like... He did not even process it. Not even registered. Either that or he's colorblind. That actually might... With that thing on, he probably just can't see out of it very well. Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over this apron. It's ridiculous. No one's told me anything about a blood stain. No one even bothered to tell him? I need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Oh. Wonder what he sees. He sees coffee, and that's about it. Everything else is just not coffee to him. Why is there ketchup at this? What are they serving ketchup with? Ketchup? Also, ketchup doesn't look like blood. Blood is, like, way darker. You could easily tell the difference between ketchup and blood. She must have gotten some on her apron when taking someone their breakfast. What breakfast has ketchup on it? You could have spoken a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. 17 cups of ketchup is a tongue twister. We'll put ketchup on eggs. Oh yeah. Not my cup of tea, personally. I thought everyone knew what it was already. Okay, so I was like, oh, there's blood. That must change something. No, it's just ketchup. It doesn't change anything. Great. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made in this case. Well, the motive, the opportunity, and the sporting evidence have all been clearly established. Well, Trite, seems you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man. Exactly! It gets on my nerves. Witness, please oh, okay, fine, we get to keep going. Okay, never mind. We're still good. We just need him to say, like, one thing that will turn this entire case around, and then we'll be perfectly fine. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings in your investigation there. Crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him. We figured out who he was pretty quick, and the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. That was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Nothing else missing from the crime scene. That seems... You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. At 2:25... Okay, but, like, he could have died at... That's in the estimated time of death, but I'm still concerned about the hour. But I guess the old man doesn't really have a reason to... Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe? There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Oh, we're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? And he hurled abuse at them. And seeds. Seeds? Ha! It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. Why were you there? You're a prosecutor, not a cop. What was a prosecutor doing there? It's literally not his job. Does he just bother everyone? The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. Took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officer got to the crime scene around 2:40. Maggie was still up cold in the kitchen at that time. Took another 10 minutes or so for her to come before she came through. I would have kind of liked to have been on the scene. Gumshoe. Gumshoe. Whoa. Relax. Gumshoe. That's a bit much. Professional detective Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. We all need to know about this investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, huh? Why not? Didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? You know what that means. He doesn't have enough money for chicken nuggets. Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. Victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Average person in the tech industry right now. Miserable. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of edge? I think I'm onto something here. Am I? He figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. Wait a sec. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? No, not yet. Let me paraphrase what you testified for the court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how are you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. So he's let down. He's got the whole sacking shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table with the lottery ticket. Where? Oh, it's on the table. I was about to say, where'd it go? Seemed like Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Trespian. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doctor prescribing the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? He's got his health insurance. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. Oh. My god. This is all a ploy to steal. This was all for an opioid addiction. My god. Entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Wright? We'll see. When Maggie searched, she found a lottery ticket in the poison. Yeah, let's just press this just in case, because we seem to be getting new evidence for every other thing we press. The defendant had been passed out for a while. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would she stay at the crime scene? In that case, isn't it possible that someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey, yeah, you nailed it, pal. Happens to me all the time. It does. I made a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. Keep up the crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So, Trey, like... Would his boss be... Edgeworth's? No, that would be... Who's the chief of police? I don't remember. So, Trey, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. It's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well... I'd love to, if I had any. Is you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness. There was nothing at all, you say. So $500,000 lottery ticket and a bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, the one that the restaurant overtook. You want a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh? You're just gonna let him get away with it. It was just $1, detective. Guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand out this... We can hear you, you know, Phoenix. You're not doing the blue, in parentheses, dialogue. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. I can still hear you, you know. We can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, I wonder what contradictions are in this testimony. Nothing else was missing from the crime scene? No. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. Hi. Hello, Dandelion. Welcome to the stream. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally! I love contradictions! Getting all anxious, just waiting. So hurry up, will you? Represented the newspaper that was hidden behind the rack. Well, that was just someone's trash. And it wasn't really stolen, it was just kind of there. Well, it wasn't missing from the crime scene, it just wasn't in it where it should be. Testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Trespian. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? You... Aw, too cool, pal! Yeah, I love this guy. He's the greatest. Indeed! Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do always overlook such vital piece of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've ever done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been lethal poison itself. But it was in the... Not what I was going for, but alright. I'm saying this... Well, no. If they wanted the medicine that badly, they just could have stolen the prescription and the winning lottery ticket. They would have just had to plant the poison on Maggie. I don't know why they also planted the ticket. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? Ha. That's all. Very funny. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear. Or, otolaryngological clinic. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? Ouch. What on earth was the prescription he was given? It was cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. It's mentioned in his autopsy report, if you read the fine print. Found traces of medication in the victim's left ear. But, like, where did it go? Like, why was the medicine stolen at all? Who took it? Was that what the green bottle was? Why did we never take the green bottle as evidence? Seems Mr. Elo correctly applied some of the medication while he was at Tresbien. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Also, who was he in a fight with? What? That's evidence. Seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case. Well, why is it gone then? Nick, you don't think of something quick. Be over. Hold on, let me just make a stop point in time. What? She's right. I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Man! Yeah, if the medicine isn't important, why was it stolen? Only a moment ago, Mr. Godot made the... A moment ago, Mr. Godot, that rhymes, made the following statement. Seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he's at Tresbien. If that's the case, why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? That's what I've been saying! But the medication in question was for topical use inside. Yeah, but that's not the point. Why is it gone? Who took it? Why would they take it? Who takes ear cream? I have questions. Doesn't change the fact that it could not be. Yeah, like where is it? However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that medication. Well, where is it? If it's so irrelevant, then where is it? Who took it? If it was irrelevant, why was it taken? It hardly seems like the prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems like either the coffee was the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. Possibility is undeniable. Oh god, he's self-destructing. Okay. Well, if the judge says that's enough, I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick. I have to bring my cup again. Alright. Mr. Godot. Is the detective the only witness that the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot? He's actually about to explode. I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there at the restaurant the day of the murder. Victor Kudo. The pigeon hater? Very well. Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems to be a little more than trivial at best. However, wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Who took it? Why would they take it? Who takes it? He took my ear medication. He took my soap. Who steals soap? The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear from the prosecution's next witness. Ha! I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Don't say that. The court is adjourned for recess. Alright. Phew! That was close. Tell me about it. Nearly died in there. Probably from the blunt trauma of a coffee cup. And then the first-degree burns. That's my line, sir! No, it's my line! I think I really did die a little bit. Or maybe it's just the ghosts. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me, but he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's gotta do his job, right? It's okay, I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. It really did hurt me this time. It feels like someone punched me hard in the stomach. Hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe. So that next witness is gonna be that old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. But he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Those never-ending bird seeds. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. Prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take to the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind. Name's Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, what did I do for his voice? Mind you, I can't quite be emotional at times too. You don't need to hear that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell us your occupation. Occupation? Ah, listen here, youngin'. How much do you think there is for Komodo embroidery here? Oh, embroidery. It's what I do, or I did, back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, real craftsmen. They're a dying breed. I know. Hey, maybe you could embroider my costume sometime. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. Well, I guess I shouldn't ask why he moved here, who knows. If I had to take up a job working at the cash register or a burger joint pretending to smile. Burger joint would have been better off putting him at the kitchen. Now then, witness. Now then, witness. Were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Why he moved here to the States, who knows? He thought embroidery was gonna be the next big thing in America. Made a poor investment. Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino. Seeds? What do you think these are, But I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Did I? Oh yes, I did. I saw it all. And please, tell the court. We're all ears. Sure, I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail. I'm really getting into this. The young man was reading the sports paper. The servant girl brought him a Javachino. She put something in it. Man took one sip of it, looked like he was in a terrible pain and collapsed. That serving girl. Right there's a defendant, I remember her well. Mr. Kudo, she's not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones? Newfangled? All these talk of radios and glasses, it's wireless. And spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me? Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You know that. Mr. Kudo, that's a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I. I see. My eyesight's fine, the doctor said. I need spectacles for reading and driving. I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress. I saw what the girl was serving. I saw the serving girl put it into the Javachino as well. Let this man ramble. He'll do more damage to his own credibility than you could. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask the witness to add what he knows about his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. White powder. Did she really put that into the coffee? Count me, boy. She took a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Could she have been adding sugar? Sugar in a small brown bottle like that? Like that? Miss, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps? Oh, there it is. That's the one. It's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So, did the accused put into the coffee? I think that's clear, don't you? White powdery substance in there. He took just one sip? You youngins, you waste everything. Those Javachinos cost $8. Good old days, would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and died. Congratulations! You have earned the title of baddest man to grace a courtroom. I don't know, I think I don't know, Luke at me was still probably the most insane guy we've seen in court. Second place goes to Mr. Godot. I'm not calling him Prosecutor Godot, because I doubt this man has an actual law degree. So it was immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that's possible. Oh yes, he slumped over without as much as a twitch. I felt the Javachino I just drank turned sour in my stomach. Oh yes, I know that feeling. The waitress? I presume she is... You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? That's a disgrace, that's what it is. Alright. You can see all the way up to her, you know, she's practically naked in that uniform. So the particular feature you recognize most of Rachel's was her outfit. But anyone could wear such a uniform, even me. Mr. Wright, please spare the court any further mental anguish from that image. Don't be a hater. Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together. Nick, I know you want to wear the uniform, but now's not the time. Okay, I guess I got a bit carried away. There are other things I recognize about her, too. He's pretty sure about himself. What should I do? Okay, what? Name a recognizable feature of this woman right now. Okay, bet. Do it. I dare you. You won't. I like to think that it's not even because he doesn't want a man wearing a dress, it's because specifically Phoenix. The judge just thinks Phoenix is ugly. The judge is just a hater to Phoenix, particularly. So Godot would be fine for the judge. Anyone else? Unnecessary feelings vibe got him. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Godot, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I'd ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon on her hair, and her apron straps were loose. I mean, she has a ribbon, but that's... You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. What about the most crucial detail of all, her face? Did you even look at this woman's face at all? I have a feeling you're too busy looking at other things. As if I wouldn't remember that. Maybe Edgeworth will want to see Wright in a dress. Maybe he's into that. Someone's on me. Oh, goodbye. Anyway. The witness noticed the straps on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right, I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. What about her face? Why did my fox... what happened was, you probably hadn't chatted for a while, so your fox, like, despawned, and when you chatted again, it spawned in. And I have, like, a box, basically a giant, like, invisible barrier around me so I won't have a bunch of, like, little foxes walking across my face and getting in the way. But because of that, if, one of them ever, like, if one of them ever tries to spawn, on this side right here... Oh, you're just stuck. They get pushed all the way up here. And because it is just like a giant box that they technically can stand on. And I could just make that entire side of the screen, like, inaccessible to them, but it's funnier that way. Anyway. So I thought he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? Yeah. Like, what about the straps seems weirdly specific. Mr. Kudo, you seem especially interested in the straps. Why is that? What? Ribbon in her hair, the straps on her apron. What's the fascination? Oh, someone's done it again. Get down from there. Whoop. Yeah. They spawn behind the... They're not even trapped because, usually what happens is they just walk off. Like, there's no, like... Let's see if I can get this one to do it. Let's see if I can get my ninjutsu clone to do it. If I can get it to stand back up. Come here. Yeah, they can just walk off once they... if they get on top of there. So they're not stuck up there. They will, like, walk off eventually. Fascination.
Objection.
People have all kinds of fetishes, right? We don't need to embarrass the witness. They said fetish in the Ace Attorney game! Listen, you young upstarts, I haven't got some sort of sick strap fetish. We can't be saying this on stream! Strap fetish, you say? Bands, no! No! Is there any relevance for the witness's unusual love for straps, Mr. Wright? I'm just curious to why you're so fixated on the waitress straps. Said I haven't got a strap fetish. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Very well. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Kudo. Make it strapless. Straps are loose. I mean, straps don't really look loose to me, but... I guess we can press the other...
Objection.
The identified features you described are all things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection.
Ah, he's got you there, Gramps. I like how he objected, but actually he's like, objection! You've got a point. he's kind of got you there. People normally talk about facial features when they've asked to describe someone. But this witness testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment! I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observe from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure, sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. I can't find a home soon. It'll get even longer, I bet. Anything that caught my eye. That's not what we're asking. We're asking you to identify. You didn't find anything to be clearly distinct, but you clearly saw the witness's face, yes? No question about it. I didn't come this far to back down now. Victor Kudo never backs down. That's the answer I was looking for, but okay. Save again, just in case. I guess he would, like, the apron. I was trying to, like, look at Maggie's face and, like, I mean, she's wearing glasses. Would that count? Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. Ah, that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, reminds me of what my grandson looks like. Just after he's done eating. You ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. You think I forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted clot. God, what is it? As I said, you half-witted clot. There's been an eerie silence here. Mr. Kudo, is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning? Huh? As you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before, you take another sip of water. Yeah. So you know what I'm getting at. Couldn't possibly have seen the waitress from the front. Oops. Stains were there after the murder? I mean, Gumshoe said that she spilled ketchup on herself during breakfast. Does the water freeze you? It seems like I didn't drink the water that freezes me today. You can't just oops your way to this! Huh. Well, well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Wright. Here are the facts. The day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress would put the poison into the... When that one waitress put the coffee into the poison. This old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot a burger a customer wanted. Can't remember. I don't know if he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well. Let's just test how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. I mean, he already failed. Tell us what you remember about the victim. He was another one of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles, a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. And when I was listening to the wireless, I remember that well. And the servant girl in question brought over the Giappuccino. Little Fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. Seems to me that he remembers the victim in great detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types, who are so vague about everything. How are we gonna handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that this old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up? I mean, isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Why can't I read? It's not like those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. You mean the freaking scouter? Dark glasses to you. One of those lenses was green, but the other was broken. Mangled rubbish, that's what I remember him. I remember him so well. He's wearing a lens over his... Why is he wearing a scouter? Whatever. Whose power levels was he scouting? Why was he looking for the Dragon Balls? Like, what's he doing serving Lord Frieza? He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some. Rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance. Better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait to see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. He was analyzing the cup's power level, yet he couldn't detect the poison. It was faulty. Anyway, there's a brat rustling its pages. Newspaper was sports paper, was it? That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you read without fidgeting, How was I supposed to be able to read the back of the page with all the wrestling going on? And to find out Guts and Braun retained the championship title. This is paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? Why are you looking at me that But I didn't even get to read it. Ow! Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. There's a wireless radio. Wireless? Decadent young rat. I've never heard someone being described as decadent. It was level 1 while he was level 3. He thought he could take it. I see. Rookie mistake. My day was one or the other. Read the papers or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. Using an earpiece. Selfish, that's what it is. Just trying my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Is that desperate to listen to the radio? What do you look at like me for? No, do you feel sorry for me? Ow, ow! The serving girl in question brought over the Giappuccino. I mean the waitress, who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, aren't you? Never let anything go. You really went, I know what you are. Oh, you can't be saying stuff like that, old man. Maybe. Ow, I didn't even get to read that. I was too busy thinking of that picture of that dog. It's freehand? Yeah. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before? Oh, off the ears! I said he was rustling the newspaper with the right hand, didn't I? Ow, ow! Find contradictions. Broken pair of spectacles. I mean, they're... How was he listening to, No. Okay, let's look at all our evidence. Does it say... Newspaper in his right hand. A noisy brat kept rustling the paper. Newspaper in his right hand. Can't really tell what's... I mean, maybe that's his right? Respect, I mean... Did I save? I'll just save now. They're not broken, they're clearly... No. Screw it. He's just old-fashioned. The wrong question brought over to Giamatino. What this says again? Medicine. It's like him, like, do that. No. Question brought over the Drambuccino, Fidget picked up a couple was free and took a sip. Picture? Maybe? No. Hmm. No. Hmm. No. I'm confused. I don't really see any contradictions. No. I'm confused. Lottery ticket? No. Lottery ticket here? No. Like, he didn't mention him having lottery tickets, he didn't... Like, he didn't mention lottery tickets. No, he doesn't. The picture doesn't have the I'm confused. Here? No. Must be something here, right? What? How is it the coffee cup? Literally, that was the most accurate part of its testimony. I was just doing random bullshit at this point. How on earth is it the coffee cup? It should have, like, literally been anything but the coffee cup. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory. I told you nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. I kind of want to hear the pigeon song. Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make it his left. Huh? Ah, what is this? Kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. Up the victim used, correct? Yes, and the rim... What? Hold on. Need to... I don't have, like, a cup with a handle. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Oh! Oh, the Orient... Oh! Oh, that's sneaky. I can't even be mad. Can't even be mad. That... yeah, I just completely overlooked that. Because I knew it had something to, like, okay, they're putting a lot of emphasis on his, like, what his freehand was. I didn't think the, like, I didn't think the position of, like, the handle actually. Okay, I get it now. Not even mad. Usually when there's something I don't get, I get mad at it because it was, like, how was I supposed to figure that out? But no. No, I just didn't take that into consideration. That's on me, I'll admit that. I love drinking the water that doesn't freeze you. It's very sneaky since the image was never used before and you just... Yeah, I was just reading the description of it. I'm like, well, it doesn't... Usually when they... Up until now, they usually mentioned, like, fingerprints from the victim's left hand, but it just said it had his fingerprints on it. It didn't mention what hand it was from. I'm like, well, it didn't mention what hand it was from, so I guess that's not important. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. Consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see the victim was holding the cup with his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Ah! I do want to hear what the pigeon song is. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. You haven't sung the pigeon song. The witness better go back to the park where he came from. Hey! I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. Can we hear the pigeon song, though? The victim was using the secret technique, the crisscross maneuver. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup, I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony? Yeah, that young brat was holding the cup with his left hand. Oh yes, no question, I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's a deed young hot bot. And you spiky-haired yahoo, or... Oh, what's a hot bot? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Now listen to what I've got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... yeah, why not? Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Kudo! I don't care about my job. My only goal is to piss literally everyone off in this courtroom. I hate Phoenix Wright, and I think I hate the judge. But this is my 16th cup of coffee. This is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Left hand to right hand. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same size that green lens on his specs. Kept fiddling with it all the time. He's fiddling with it just before he picked up the coffee cup, too. That would still be his... No, that would be his right. Wait, hold on. So... Hold on, I have to get my rights and lefts oriented. Okay, so... His earpiece is on... our right, but that would be his left, so he would be holding it with his left. Then he used the same hand to pick up the coffee cup, his left. Yeah, his left. Okay, so he did... Huh? No, the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. Last guy had a monocle. It's a small computer monitor, often used by programmers. All programmers have this. He's got the Google Glass. You guys remember the Google Glass? What happened to that? Do they still make those? I never saw them. Me neither. Like, I knew they existed. Like, we made some haha funny jokes about them for a few days, and then... Hold on, let me Google this, actually. Whatever happened to Google Glass? No, not Google Gemini. What happened to Google Glass? Google Glass, or simply Glass. They just called it Glass! Hey, you just... That's... Yeah, they... Release date, It is, yeah, it is discontinued. Not to be confused with Google Glasses. It's an image recognition mobile app. Oh. Google stopped selling Google Glass and... Oh, that's what... They lasted like 10 years. Huh. Do they still work? Google Glass still work. It says they discontinued support, so I don't know if that means like they don't function anymore or I'm surprised that like I thought they got discontinued like a few years afterwards considering no one talked about them. Oh god. The Google Glass has frozen me. I've been Google Glassed. Why is my GIF cam open? A monitor? You mean like a television screen? Inside the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called HMD. What the hell is that? They're just saying it like it's a thing we should know. Hold on. Google HMD. HMD is some sort of company. HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad. But it don't matter. I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts. It's good old black and white. Let me save again. Earpiece on the same side of his green lenses and specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. Let's just press. So the victim was wearing an HMD. What does HMD stand for? So are you sure he's wearing the earpiece on the same side? I'll question it. I see his side of his head when he was sitting. Oh, so, okay, he was... Okay, he was sitting there. Never mind, my whole rant about how he might have not have seen anything was completely pointless. Okay, actually... We don't know what ear. I didn't mean to do that, but I actually... I meant to go to profiles. Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your option. I didn't even get to press any. I didn't mean to do it right. No! Dang it, I'm too good. I just wanted to see what his profile said. But the present button and the switch to profile button are right next to each other. Dang it. Now we'll never see any of the other funny cross-examination quotes. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question, you can lock it up. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was the left ear, without a doubt. I only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. I was trying to check his profile! I was like, okay, what ear was it? And then it just presented the evidence! The victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Eh? Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. Examine you saved the planet from destruction! Yay! Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. pigeon. The pigeon. He's singing the pigeon song. Woo! Order, order, order. This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. Make him sing the rest of the pigeon song. He only saw the waitress from behind. He claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when he knows his eardrum was ruptured. When we know his eardrum was ruptured, I don't think he knew that. Well, Mr. Godot, he's about to explode. A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? Are you saying I have no drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark of the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. Lad drank his cappuccino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. Took a sip of the cup he held with his right hand and switched it to his left. As the old man saw. Possible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip. Which I wish would happen to you. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. Why do his elbows have belts? Why does he have garter belts for his arms? He removes that his arm falls off. He's like, well, there's no point of wearing garter belts if no one's gonna ever see my legs behind this bitch, so I've gotta put them on my arms. Sleeves are too big. Power limiters. Like this. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. Part of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. The results are clear. Testimony given by this witness is useless. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied with the witness. I'm satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. I'm far too powerful. Your attacks are useless against me. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. I'm like, wait! If we stop now, where's that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo? What's that blue-suited young upstart over there? I'm just a bubbly old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. That was your bad memory. My fault. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now. There's something else that the court should know. What? There's more? To be frankly honest, there might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Am I a shark now? Well, everyone, that's a very funny image. Phoenix is a shark. I mean, he's got the spikes on the back. Could be a shark. Phoenix is a shark. Miles Jedgeworth is a manta ray. This is a look into my incredible mind. This is like when me and my friends had a very in-depth TF2 furry analysis where we gave each of the... Well, I say we, but I did, and they just went, wow, very interesting. Where I assigned every single TF2 mercenary, both on the red and blue team, what animals they would be. I will not elaborate further on TF2 furry analysis, though. It's for me to know and you to find out. Now, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Giavattino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo's still a man. Come to my house after the trial. Spikes, he's blue and white. Yeah, he's a shark. I gotta draw Phoenix as a shark now. I believe it will be quicker for the testimony. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening. You better get ready, youngster. I get the picture, just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? Gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Phoenix is a shark. Okay, Phoenix is a shark, Miles Edgeworth is a manta ray. I'm not as good with sea animals. I do think that Maya and Mia and Pearl would be otters, like sea otters. Francisca would be a swordfish, mayhaps? Or are we doing all like, animals in, like, the shark family? I also thought of the thresher shark, I think it's called. The shark that has, like, a really long tail that it uses to just slap the shit out of fish. Either that or a swordfish. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what Godot would be. Hmm. I got it. I can't think about this right now. I've got a court case to defend. If it is some sort of killing animal, I mean, most animals are killing animals in one way or another. Even the herbivores. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. Not too sure myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Giavattino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. Broke, and the strip of cloth covered the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turns everything upside down, Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Hey, you're doubting me again. You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man? That's not what I meant to check. Yes. No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. I get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick. Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of. I have to cross-examine this guy. Yeah, no one knows the... You're a bird brain, that's all I can think of. Okay, final showdown. No, it didn't. What are you talking about? Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So, that leads to question if that did happen. One, either it didn't happen, then why is he lying about it? And if it didn't, or if it did, why would the killer go through the effort of doing that? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Ah. What's your tongue, Granddad? Not a granddad of yours, Hopscotch! Ow, ow! Enough! Enough! You throw any more seeds in the courtroom. Ah! What is it now? Just remembered something. Yes? Go on. The broken vase. It was on my table. What? Oh, well. You see, it startled me when the young lad collapsed, so I stood up. Must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. Vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. That's how my groin came completely soaked. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been in use at all? Perhaps that is something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Wait a minute. In this case, there's more. They've got more to say. Oh, yes. Remember something else. No, bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me. Well, you seem to be becoming considerably sidetracked. Still not in a position to deliver a verdict. I'm gonna be honest, I'm even more confused now. Brenda has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we've heard thus far. Mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand. Earpiece, which was inserted in his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! Not really, but alright. I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate these facts. Yes, Your Honor. Just one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor. What was we just heard from? He's most insistent that his testimony should be of use. Summarize it accordingly in this statement. Oh, okay. We each have a copy of it. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. It was really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. There are witnesses like that in real life. They want to be the key witness who was the sole reason the culprit was convicted. Oh, it's not mine. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Sorry, this isn't a piece of testimony. It was more like a 5-year-old's apology. What are we supposed to do with the 3 copies? Well, one's for him, and one's for Godot, and one's for us. So in case we lose one. That is all. Court is adjourned. And with that, we leave it off for today. Or tonight, rather. Guess it doesn't really matter what time it is. It's day somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but somewhere. Anywho, thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Next time, I don't know what we'll stream next time. My friends keep, more like one friend in particular keeps begging me to stream TF2. I think they're saying it as a joke though, but I don't think that will be happening, unfortunately. But yeah. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go draw Phoenix Wright as a shark. Bye! Woo!